participants who have joined this session. Today being the concluding day of the online certification course that is being hosted by Team Ahead, Association for Holistic Education and Development, with the cooperation and support from Sneha Seva Trust. A warm welcome to all the teachers who have joined us through Zoom and also watching us from YouTube live through our channel from Team Ahead. As we all know, this is the concluding session which we started from last year, taking the inspiration from and the guidelines as suggested by the Central Board of Secondary Education 2025. So, there the subject being continuous development program, continuous professional development, CPD guidelines for the secondary education, that is CBSE school teachers. So, other than the subject training, they are supposed to, all the teachers are supposed to undergo training under core values and ethics. That was for about 12 hours. Then knowledge and practice was for about 24 hours, and professional growth and development for 14 hours. So under which many topics were suggested. I think many schools have followed it also. But thanks to Pushpa Madam, the principal of Chinmaya Vidyalaya Bengaluru Panashankari, who suggested that we should do something like this from Team Ahead, which focuses on value education to the school teachers, students, and parents. So, amongst various topics, the topics that we chose started from adolescent education program, ethics and integrity, to value education, life skills, basic and advanced, to the concluding session of today, where we are focusing more on very interesting topic called GURUDAKSHATHA. And for all the 8 topics that we chose, we also had most of the teachers who joined for us for the introductory session, where they gave us a lot of suggestions as to how do we go about doing this. And as Athira will quickly share the posters that we had made for the 8 topics, and a wonderful response. Though we were not able to have all the teachers join us as the session was happening through Zoom, but many teachers watched our session, and they have also taken the assignment that was given after every session. And as you see, we started the first session from Dr. T.N. Lokesh today. Some of our resource speakers are also with us. We also have with us Kirti Mangalvede Madam. She's also one of the directors with Ahead, and she also was conducting a session for us. And not taking much of your time, of course, we welcome your suggestions, observations, and of course more suggestions for the upcoming programs. So not taking much of your time, I'll quickly move on to introducing today's speaker, who would be taking the topic GURUDAKSHATHA. So we always believe that teacher is just the starting step for a person to be in this teaching field, and the ultimate visionary is this person whom we call as guru. So guru is one who gives vision to the student. So teacher starts from giving information, but it is guru who also plays a vital role in the transformation of the student into contributing and giving back to the society. So I'm very privileged to introduce to you all today's speaker, Dr. Nandini Madam, who would be taking today's session. Nandini Lakshmikant is former director at MAHE, that is Manipal Institute of Communication, and she has an extensive 22 years of experience with media and communication. She was a professor there, and I personally have this privilege of knowing her from my college days. And as soon as I had finished my school and started college, so she's a wonderful person to take guidance and to work with. She served as director, professor, and media teacher, and she has even guided many students into research, and she herself is a wonderful research scholar, earning a DAAD scholarship. She also had this, she was invited to deliver lectures at different universities in the USA. And this is something to be remembered by all of us. The interesting part of the academic life of Dr. Nandini Madam is to have worked and for major projects that were sanctioned under the ICMR. And working on health communication is her passion. Writing books or chapters for books is always something that she wants to do, and she's been doing, she will be doing. And currently, she's in, she's working more as a consultant. And her success as a communication strategist trainer for the corporate world was deeply and very greatly appreciated by many companies that even now keep inviting Dr. Nandini Madam. And she regularly conducts workshops on transformational leadership that is the need of the hour today for communication and corporates and team building. Whatever fees she earns, she very generously diverts that to educating girls from government schools on various communication skills and menstrual hygiene. So also the other interests and hobbies that Dr. Nandini Madam has is to travel across and share her experiences through podcasts. So, not taking much time, I welcome Dr. Nandini Lakshmikant to take over the session and guide us through this wonderful, unique topic, Guru Dakshata. Over to you, madam.
Yeah. Shall I start?
Sure.
Yeah. Hello, everybody, and namaste.
Ma'am, you got mute again. Your microphone is on mute. Yeah.
Okay. So thank you, ahead, team ahead. Thank you for inviting me for this session. It's of course a privilege. Yeah, like Parimala said, it's it's a wonderful journey, being a teacher. And I myself was inspired by my teachers to be a better teacher, or they were better than me, I must say this. So when you look to the entire process of education, uh, teachers role, particularly at the school level, is very, very important for students. And of course it is unrivaled. There is nothing else to beat their role, their status. They are very, very important. I remember a situation. I myself, I was just a postgraduate those days, and one day my daughter came from her school and she asked me, "Mama, in your post graduation, which class did you get?" During my age, getting a second class was a tough thing. So I said I got second class. Huh. My teacher finished her MA and she's a first class, much better than you. I said, fine, very good. So, that's how they evaluate a teacher. That's a very important role. Teachers play an important role. So, of course, the traits of the profession ask them to be selfless, and they are the creators of young minds. All those things are known. See, many a times the curriculum may be great. Sometimes the curriculum may not be great, because most of the time the decision of the curriculum set depends on the governments, right? The state government is an equal stakeholder, so it largely depends. But an uninteresting curriculum can be made very interesting with the help of an innovative teacher. So, the building may look wonderful, and on the other hand, the curriculum may look very good. The building of the school may be just extravagant, but if the qualified teacher, or the teacher who is working in that school, is not competitive enough, then the entire system collapses. So, when we take, at this juncture of time, I wish to take you back through our journey as teachers. So, in the past, Atira, can you share my PPT, please? It will be
Yes,
interesting.
yes, sure, ma'am.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah. So that, it will be easy for them also to understand what I am trying to say. Yeah. Ha. So, the topic given to me is Gurudakshata. So, when you look to the entire concept, Gurudakshata, and when we take, I mean, of course, we need to take a journey backwards, and we have to understand how our ancient gurus in the ancient time worked with their students, and they produced virtuous students like Shivaji or Swami Vivekananda or many others whom we remember even today. Even if we are, of course, Ramayana and Mahabharata are attributed as real stories, even if you call them as mythological. The great student like Rama or the great student like Arjuna is something they were all created by teachers. So uh, these students, whether it is Shivaji or Swami Vivekananda or including us, right? They were all awakened by their teachers at the right point of time. So to make this education system effective, there has to be a system in place, correct? So the curriculum prepared by the guru should match the intellectual abilities. When you look to the same in today's perspective, I may be a fox, I may be a crocodile, I may be an elephant, but we all run the same race. But when you go back to the ancient Gurukula system, the curriculum was prepared by the Guru and to suit the intellectual abilities of the students. And the political involvement or the political affiliations were not there. And even if it was there, the moment a Guru entered the court of a king, the king would raise himself and offer the guru the best seat. So Atira, next slide. So I want that to be seen. Yeah. This one. So here, what they are focusing is in Guru Dakshata, and as Parimala was mentioning, it comes under it's as per UGC guidelines. Also, you need to undergo these things. Competence. The guru is, of course, knowledge, dispeller of knowledge, and then dakshata is competence, skill, and discriminant or discernment for that is to take judgment, right? I can take decisions. I am able to take the decisions. So by virtue of making the student capable or empower, um, uh, the teacher becomes he is involved in the process of learning and not just teaching. So the teaching becomes here a continuous process, probably because the teacher is a continuous learner. He himself is a student all the time. The virtuous teachers are even today, even not only from in the past, Indian culture puts a teacher on the highest pedestal and um, regards a teacher, accords teacher the status of the god. Now, when I say competence, I just want to give you an example of Guru Drona. Even today, the government accords the best teacher award in the name of Dronacharya. So when you look to the competence level of Guru Dronacharya, or the skill he had, or the judgment he made, that is the ability of his to identify the skill of his students. Say, let's think if he had trained Arjuna into Gadha Yuddha, Gadha, and Bhima into archery, what would be the situation, right? I mean, they weren't probably the best. So that identification of examination, and then the identification of the student in the in the skill which they are interested is very much essential for teacher, and that's exactly the dakshata means, the competence. First I have to be, he just not taught them the skills for the war or the kshatriyas which are necessary. He also taught them scriptures, then the philosophy, and then the, so I mean, he made them Rajaniti. He made all his students perfect in. He taught everyone in Rajaniti and administration, management. So a guru, when you look at the Dronacharya, was interdisciplinary, was a technician, was a technically high, or what we can say, technologically alert. That's how we can look at him from today's perspective. And when you again look to the present situation, present education system, which is more of a spoon feeding. I can tell it to you from my own example. I would cover the syllabus and I would tell them, see, the more details, the details of each theory will be is
అనుకుంటే రాస్తే మర్చిపో.
huh? Hello, hello.
No, nothing, ma'am. Some teacher, audio on agide. Please continue, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
So I would say, see, the explain detailed thing are asked in the end. So which I am also in the process of completing the syllabus. So I am taking the theories in detail in the first paragraph. So I would explain it to them, and in the end, some students would come, ma'am, you haven't covered the last portion. So this is exactly what I would say. I would see the effect of spoon feeding, schools spoon feeding at the higher education. The same thing continues. They expect you to give notes, ma'am, give us PPT. If you don't give PPT, they will sit and cry with you. So all these things are the effect of spoon feeding in our, which is very predominantly existing in today's education. So when you look to the I don't even blame the present education system, because we get a scheme for evaluation, and everyone is in a rat race to score the highest marks to enter into competitive examinations. So yeah, that's how it is. But uh, the the concept of education has got diluted, is what I feel. So let's go to the next slide, Thira. Yeah. So this is the philosophical foundation which we have. True teachers are those who help us to think for ourselves. So this is what Radha Krishna, also the first president of our country, and then whom we celebrate the Teachers' Day, also makes it a point that the teacher should enable students to think. So we go to the next slide. We go to the next slide, Athira. There I have a story to tell. Yeah. See, this is a very popular photograph where Rishi Vedavyasa is dictating Mahabharata, and Lord Ganpati is a scriber. So he writes. Now, most of the time, this is a very common thing that that's common answer which I get when I show this photo to the teachers. Whenever I meet them, they say they most of the time the answers I get are all from Ganpati's perspective. Ganpati is very intelligent. Ganpati is very knowledgeable. He is a Vidya Guru. So the entire thought process of a teacher, sorry, revolves around Ganpati. Now let us shift. Let us pause the concept. Let us pause looking at this photo from Ganpati's perspective, but let us look to it from Vedavyasa's perspective. You will see the three important concepts here: Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. Right? So Shravana is one. I see Vedavyasa as a very strategic teacher. He's very strategic. Whenever he wants to take a break or whenever he wants to think deeper into the concept, he gives a complicated concept to Ganpati. By the time Ganpati understands and writes, he's ready with it. So, yeah, um, that Nididhyasana concept is very much alert in Vedavyasa. And then between them they have an agreement, right? Ganpati and Vedavyasa, they enter into an agreement before writing. Without understanding, you should not write. So to understand something, the process of communication, Shravana, you have to listen first. So Shravana, and then you understand it, Manana, and then you transcribe Nididhyasana. Right? So, going deep into the topic, that is how you how you acquire the knowledge. And now again, when you go back to the ancient Indian ancient method of teaching, this is exactly what's followed. The teacher would prepare the curriculum suitable, tailor-made almost for to understand the, I mean, to suit the abilities of the student, his student, and he would teach, and then student would listen, and then he would recollect, he could recollect, and most of the time the education system was self, like he would try to analyze, he would try to understand, and then there would be debates, there would be the teacher would encourage the student, then um, this, they would have discussions, and then they encourage. Nowadays, I don't know, majority of the time students, that questioning ability itself is kind of not there. They don't ask questions. The moment the student asks question, he becomes a notorious, he's put in that particular category. So he or she, when I say he, please try to understand it's also she. So now when you look to it, you will understand that um, uh, the entire process of education has to be on this: encourage the student uh, for Shravana, that is the education impart of knowledge, or imparting knowledge, or the process of education. That's exactly what NEP is also suggesting, and NCF is also training teachers, or the entire module is now based on that. So Shravana, Manana, experiential, and then Nididhyasana. Can we go to the next slide, Athira? Yeah. So here, the core dimension that in the sense what I look to the present day, the need for present day teacher is a teacher need to be empowered. See, the admission in the school goes by the building, it's becoming very commercial, or it is becoming very superficial by nature. Oh, the school has good building, the school has good facilities, the school has secured 100% result, it has got majority of its students in the 95 and above. So outside the school, when you are attracting students for the next academic year, a big banner of students who have scored maximum marks is displayed. Now, for the students to score that big marks, who has strived, who has struggled, it's a teacher. Has any school till date displayed its teachers of photo on the board or in the hoardings? No. That means the teacher, at times we feel, as a teacher, I myself feel, we are losing the power which we should be enjoying. We are the makers. We make doctors, we make engineers, we make, from my journalism perspective, I have made editors, I have made filmmakers, right? Similarly, my teacher has made me a director of a prestigious institution. It is their contribution which has made me a professor. So, I feel it is the right time for a teacher to look to themselves with self-respect, and then their self-esteem need to get a what do you say, moral boost, is very essential at this particular juncture of time. So what the teacher should now work on, or person who is involved in the learning teaching process should himself or herself should involve on. One, gnana. Gnana, can you go to the gnana, viveka, achara and viveka? Okay, next one, next one. Yeah, stop it here. So, knowledge is gnana. Uh, we need to have mastery over our subject. We all have our master degree. We all have finished, some of us even could have finished our doctoral degree. But again, we have followed the same educational system. We are also textbook oriented, or limiting our knowledge to uh, uh, the what do you say, the textbook oriented teaching. So can we develop the uh, interest or the habit of reading further? So, enhancing the knowledge by ourselves, okay, probably will also reflect on students. When you read something, when you gain something, when you get some knowledge, your mind won't rest until you tell it to somebody, right? So here in this process, in the education, whom do we get? It's our students. So the knowledge gained by a teacher, extra reading, what I mean is that extra reading will definitely seep into the children. I can give you an example here. um, in one of my class, I usually we do not have Indian communication theories as part of the syllabus. So I read something about Spota communication theory, which is from Bharat perspective, and then I spoke about it. Students, definitely it was not in the syllabus, where it was not even there in the curriculum, but they started liking it. So that extra knowledge, that kind of extra knowledge made them, made the class interesting. So probably, mm, this is one thing which I would look to the uh, uh, look towards empowering teachers. That is, how much time can I, or I should, more than should I should uh, devote towards enhancing my knowledge, so that I can increase the knowledge thirst amongst my children in the class. Then, instead of teaching, I know these days we have adopted many new innovative methods of pedagogy, or innovative methods of teaching. I understand totally, but yeah, adaptation is very essential. Innovative methods of taking, maybe through storytelling, or maybe I see some YouTubes also. The teacher keeps singing, and the students follow her. I don't know. So maybe innovative methods to make the entire system understandable. uh, the why I'm trying to tell you this is, see, we also studied trigonometry in our school college days. I think, I don't know if trigonometry is now has come to the school level. I have no clue. But where do we apply trigonometry was not told to us. I was not aware of it till one day I sat in the flight and I understood, oh, this is what trigonometry is: sine theta, cos theta, tan theta. Right? So, maybe. I'm not saying the teacher did not say this. I'm putting the blame on myself, because adhyayana did not happen from myself, from my side, right? So it's always good. There was one teacher who used to make us remember the by giving examples of everyday life. And then there was one teacher who would, in the schools those days, there was no innovative equipments or anything. So the teacher would make us only as planets, and we would stand, and one of us would be sun, another would be moon, another would be earth, and we would revolve around, so that the solar system and the movement of planets and satellites was taught to us. So adaptation, with or without um, support, is very essential. And then use of dialogue, narration, and live examples. So experiential learning in simple sense, right? So, and then adaptation to regional language and culture. So many a times I think this experiment is now being done. NEP is suggesting that. So if the child cannot adjust to, or is not capable of understanding the concept in English, the same thing can be uh, taught, and can be um disseminated. Knowledge dissemination can happen in the regional language also. And then, to empower teacher, I also work as a volunteer for Vidya Bharati National Consortium, where we encourage teachers to involve themselves in research activities. See, to publication, that is a research journal, to involve yourselves in research, there is no need that you should be a doctor. Absolutely no. There is nothing called that only a doctorate should publish a paper, right? You people get involved yourselves in action research, right? So compiling that can also get published, right? And the school management should come forward and uh, probably the principals of the school should come forward and try to recognize the academic interest of the teacher, A, and then also encourage their teachers to get involved in research activities. We are conducting research clinic now in many schools, many, I mean, cluster. Say, for instance, one particular management will have 8 to 10 schools there. I have conducted this in many schools. Action research. What is research? Most of you who have done your post graduation in education, you will have done it as part of your project. But how to write the paper, it's like, how to write an abstract, how to write objectives, how to write introduction, everything we are literally doing it as a handhold activity. And then once the paper is ready, search for a proper journal and get it published. So this should be the from writing to the publication. So by virtue of that, what will happen is your intellectual growth is also happening and you are being empowered. I hope I'm trying to motivate a majority of the participants to come into the research fold here. So you get yourselves involved in research activities, and then adopt experiential teaching methods, and of course keep the class interactive is all how you will enhance your knowledge. Can I go to the next slide, please? Yeah. Here, when we move to the from Gnana to Acharya, Achara, our what is very important is we have to remember that students are watching us, right? What we don't follow, we cannot preach. So first we have to be on the proper, we have to come to school on time, we have to be in the class on time. I saw one of the schools during my visit. I saw this. Please don't mistake, mm, because I'm giving this as an example. Um, the school had given had for one particular topic, video session was on. So maybe the functioning of an eye or I was told like that. They're showing the video how the eye functions, how does it take pictures and how does blah blah blah. So uh, the students would enter the room and the teacher would switch on the video relating to that, and students would watch. The teacher is standing outside and chit chatting with somebody. May not be, it may not happen in majority of the schools, but I have seen it in one school, right? And I'm not saying this is common phenomena, but I'm taking that teacher as an example here. So how ethical I am, right? How responsible I am when I'm teaching, when I am with the students. I'm also in the process of learning, right? And it is not adaptation to technology or incorporating that into incorporating a technology into the method of teaching. In the process, I should not violate my uh, mm, principles of life principles as a teacher. Correct. So it's always good to be ethical and practice what we teach, And then exhibit, the next one I say is exhibit social responsibility, because we are the role models. And maybe related to the environment or helping others in the uh, our own colleague at the time of need. In one school, in one village, the teachers came together, and they made the entire village plastic free. So this is the contribution. When the teachers came forward and worked with other school teachers, they may not belong to even same group, trust, no, nothing like that. The in that particular small town, the teachers belonging to different school, they came together and they started a campaign. And it's a real story. I'm not telling you a cooked story. And the entire village, or that particular town, became plastic free. um it's in it's near Rajasthan it has happened. So um our responsibilities, maybe towards nation, our patriotism towards our country, all these things can be also included in social response, transmission of values. And yeah, alongside the teaching, if we can tell our students the stories related to our own culture, values, our own heritage, uh, that will add, right? So stories related to the transmission of values, or even in maths you can tell stories, even in science you can tell stories, English, whichever subject we are teaching, we can include stories. So it is stories that make, I feel, children remember the knowledge which we want to disseminate. And then, of course, teaching itself is a selfless service. I can't expect more in that. And then there is one thing which, as a behavioral pattern, I would suggest we all should practice is detachment. Usually, of course, I think we are all in that mindset. We remember students not by their names but by their batch, right? So these days, there was one YouTube where the teacher had crossed the boundary, because I think we should know where the thin line between where do we stand and where the student. It's more so in higher education, because the age gap between the teacher and the student will be relatively less here in the higher education. So it's better we maintain our distance, however close we are to the student. It's better we maintain that distance. And then um, develop the free will is something which a teacher uh, should, I think, practice. So each child is an individual. Like we are an individual, the child is also an individual. Allow it to have its own free will. Like I wish to give you an example of Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. He asks Vivekananda, whatever I have talked to Kali Mata, you can go inside the temple, she will appear in front of you, and you ask whatever you want. Then Swami Vivekananda enters first time, and then he asks for attainment, spiritual attainment, and he comes to, Arey, what's happening here? I want to ask for materialistic benefits, but I'm not able to ask what exactly I want in front of the Kalimat. So what is exactly the inner urge is being tapped by the teacher here. So allow the student to have their own free will. Then next one, which usually I think these days it is not there, I hope, name calling. I remember in one particular class, there was a girl who was a little black, and then black, and then very fat, and then she was addressed by the Sanskrit teacher as Yama. See, those days, the other teachers, other students giggled when the teacher called that particular students Yama. The other students giggled. uh, but try to understand the psychology of the student who is undergoing this, right? So I think, but I feel these days all those things are not allowed. Earlier it was all allowed. Now I think parents are also very sensitive, and I think teachers are also equally sensitive. There, I hope those things do not happen. Then the next one is confidant. See, as a um, teacher, student looks at us as a confidant. Many times, they look to us as their parent, mother. So they reveal so many things in front of us, maybe personal, and many a times it's also common that we in the staff room we discuss about it, right? Um, I think this, if we have got that habit of talking about a student, about the student which the student has revealed in front of you, I think that should be taken care of. That habit should be taken care of, because the human psyche is such that even though I am not teaching that particular student, the moment the student enters the staff room or I see the student, the way we look at that particular child itself is different. Maybe the child herself, himself will narrate her own story to every teacher. That is their purview, their mindset. But um as a teacher, I think this is one thing which I strongly advocate. Then next one is self-motivated. I think the teacher, the student of the present generation will want highly motivated, self-motivated teachers. So this is one thing which is necessary. See, we keeping ourselves engaged, keeping ourselves motivated. We being a teacher, you cannot look at somebody else. How do I get motivated? Where do I go for motivation? I cannot expect that, because so many children, so many people around us are um, looking at us, and they are waiting uh, for our support to them. So this is one thing which we need to practice, is being self-motivated. Then I told you about other things. Yeah. Can we go to the next slide, please, Tira? Yeah. Viveka is sensitivity towards students' emotions. Then our we see a lot of um, um, some students under depression. It's very common these days, right? So sensitivity towards students emotions, smallest things also disturb them. So um, this is something our conscience should work on, sensitivity towards students emotions. And then our anger or our cognitive disturbances should not reflect in our work method. So that's the right frame of method. And we participating in intellectual, we make our presence in the intellectual circles is very essential. So we should use our viveka to be in the intellectual circle. Yeah, next one. So now, sorry. So we now begin our journey for transformation from what I am today to become a great guru. I'm a teacher now. I want to be a guru. So first, if I have to go by the transformational, if I'm a teacher, I think I'm more transactional. I finished my lessons. I wrote my lessons plan. I conducted my test. I have entered the mark sheets. I have, yeah, whatever, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the traits I have completed. But the when we look back, or we introspect ourselves, whom do we remember? We remember the teacher who was very lenient with us, or we remember the teacher who held us strong or who made us strong. I think the respect and regard for the teacher who held us strong becomes is predominant, right? We remember that particular teacher a lot. So to be that teacher, that is a transformational, whom I can influence, right? I'm as a teacher now, I'm going to be an influencer. So in this particular process, first I have to awaken wisdom, that is read more, study more, read something which interests me. It may not be something within the syllabus, something which interests me, uh, that could come to my aid somewhere, right? So awaken my wisdom. Then create self-awareness. Self-awareness is very essential. How am I looking? How am I talking? Right? How am I presenting myself in front of the students? Right? All these things are part of self-awareness. I am, uh, when I'm talking, what is my body language saying? How am I standing in front of the students? How is my the dress which I am wearing? How are they taking? How could it impact? How could it influence my students? Right? The words which I am choosing uh, when I'm explaining things, or is my language right? Am I speaking correct language? Am I using right language words? Right? So that all these things is self-awareness, knowing myself. I have to uh, know myself. I can give you this as an example here. um, some time back, the government had mm, issued an order in the schools that they should start with a silent prayer. I hope you all remember. Uh, every school would, I think every class would start with a silent prayer for 1 minute. Now, as a teacher, if I feel, it's an obligation, come on, yeah, the government has said, so let's close our eyes for 1 minute and then we'll start the class. Or you really believe in silencing the mind, which is so unrest, silencing it and then taking it making students also silence their mind, and then you start, right? This is again a conviction, or believe, do what you believe in, right? Whatever you are advised to do, or whatever you follow, have belief in that, practice. That's exactly what I mentioned earlier. Don't do, we should not, as a teacher, we should not do anything just because we are told to. It should come from the heart. And then working towards a holistic development of a learner. So here, education is not just degree, right? I can give you an example. I hope this is fine with most of you. One day I was working in my office late night. It was, the reason why I shifted to school teachers from higher education probably is one of some of these experiences. I have had many such experiences. This is one small experience I am sharing with you people. I felt teachers at the lower level, I mean a school level, they should be more empowered, and students there also should be rectified to a great extent. So, whatever little bit I could do, I thought I will do it, and so I have moved myself to lower level of education. Though I am my entire journey of education is in the higher education. When I traveled, or I went to universities abroad, wherever, it's always higher education. Never I have interacted with school children when I was in service. Anyway, so I was working late in the night, and then one student, I was working, and then one student came in. It was 8:30 in the night, and he came and he just sat in front of me. Oh, thank God, ma'am, you are there. And he sat in front of me and he started crying. I was working and I did not know what to do, so I just allowed him to cry. And then he cried for some time. He cried like anything, I must tell you. And then he felt, probably after crying, he felt better, and he said, thank you, ma'am. And he was about to leave. I called that student, and then he was about to leave, and then he came back. And then he was near the door of my office, and then he came back. Ma'am, can I get a hug from you? I gave him a hug. And then when he was about to leave, I told him, see, tomorrow morning at 8:30, I'm in the office, and I want to see you here in front of me at 8:30 in the morning. I hope you will promise. He said, yes, ma'am, I'll be there. And next day morning, 8:30, I went to the office. He came to my office. He gave me a chocolate, and then he gave me another hug. And then he said, ma'am, I would have committed suicide yesterday. So you do not know in him, his a handsome face, behind that handsome face, what could be bothering, we don't know, right? But that moment of disturbance should pass. So, like, I have had many such instances, uh, not always, of course, suicide, something else always would enter my office. So what I feel is, a teacher, more than or rather, in looking to the present competitive atmosphere, I must say, in addition to being academic mentor, I feel also be a counselor. You should understand and work towards the holistic development of a student, and then transcend subject boundaries. Unlimited, it's unlimited. You can I gave you an example of Drona himself, right? He was the scope of learning is, in particularly in India, it is never ending. You enter one topic, you will get a line to another topic, you will enter line to another topic. So it's continuous. And then relationship based on Shraddha and trust. So that's exactly what I meant confidant, right? Whatever work I'm doing, I have taken it with willing, I have taken it with my wholeheartedly I've taken it. Right, I have stood in the, I know, if when I'm working for a private organization, I know I'm paid less when compared to the government, my counterparts in the government schools. But I have this happiness, I've taken it out of my own will, and I'm here to improve my students. I know that the moment you adorn the role of a teacher, this is something which we all do. Um, please note, please note, um, transformative does not mean the present system is bad and the system which we followed earlier was excellent. No, I'm not saying that, but we can see what best we can. We can adapt and adopt the best methods. So that's because India, Bharat, attracted students from all over the world. Now, today, Indians are going to different countries, right? When I got my dad's scholarship, I must tell you this as an example. When I got a dad scholarship and went to Germany to work there, I was invited by Hochschule Bremen to be in that university for 2 months. I was told, I was given a caution that the class strength is around 45. Yeah, you can expect anywhere between 5 to 45 on an average. Don't be very ambitious. So went there, and then it was continuous 3 hours class. And in the first class itself, I told them, say, I'm a traditional Indian teacher. I don't use mobile in the class, nor do I eat in the class, nor do I drink in the class. So every after 1 hour, I give you bio break. You can go, and if you are leaving, leave by then. Don't come back to the class, but in between, don't leave the class and go. And all this typical traditional Indian teacher would say, I told. And my colleagues, everyone in the department said, Nandini ma'am, even those five will not come to your class if you are so rigid. But believe me, my average class attendance was never less than 35 to 40. Every week, 3 hours, they followed, and they appreciated the way I spoke to them very frankly. And yeah, I this is something which they value in Indian. The moment when you travel abroad, the moment you, many of us have brown skin, but then they see this bindi and then they say namaste to you. So yeah, relationship is, I mean, I'm just trying to say that Shraddha can come to us in any form, right? We believe in our values. If we believe in our values, if we believe in our maintaining a good cordial relationship with our students, if we emulate the characteristics which a student should adapt and adopt, right? And then I think there begins a new journey of transformational um, guru. So with that, I conclude. Thank you so much for the opportunity and thanks for patiently listening, hearing. Thanks one and all.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
I hope it was good.
Yes, it was so good, ma'am. So I request teachers. Yes, our Parimala ma'am is here. Handing over to you, ma'am. Yes.
Continue, Athira, continue.
Okay. So I request teachers, if you have any doubt, please clarify it with Nandini madam. You can either on your video, unmute your video or unmute your audio, or you can type it in chat also.
Oh, you have to read that. I do not know where it is. Here it is.
Chat option ಇದೆ ma'am. Yes.
Yes, I saw.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So Manjula ma'am had told that it's a wonderful session.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Manjula.
Thank you, ma'am.
So we had Padmavati madam. She is also a HM of school in Anikal, Guruji school and Taitru. Padmavati ma'am, please share your thoughts.
Yeah, good evening, ma'am. Can you hear me? Yeah,
I know Padmavati.
I'm very glad that I was in Nandini ma'am's class. Namaste, Mataji.
Namaste, ma. Namaste.
It was very good, Mataji, to have you on this meeting. And it was like once we had forgotten all the things what we had learned earlier, it was like revision for teachers. Always we ask students to revise, but today was the revision for us. What happens in the continuous journey of teaching, we forget everything. We will be only back of interest, teaching and completing the task. All these things for the revision first. Thank you.
Thank you. And
Always.
anyone wants to conduct research clinic through Parimala, I can definitely help. A head team can take it forward.
Definitely.
Ma'am is guiding very nicely for all the people who are interested in research. Even I was a part of research in the team of Nandini ji. So we are in the research process even today.
Good.
Yes, Mataji. Thank you, Parimala ma'am, to conduct all the 8 sessions. It was good for me to improve myself and to have a development in teaching. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yes, Radha madam, over to you.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ. ಒಬ್ಬ ಸಮರ್ಥ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬೇಕಾದ ಗುಣಗಳು ಅಥವಾ ಅವರು ಅಳವಡಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾದ ವಿಧಾನಗಳು, ಇವುಗಳನ್ನು ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರಿಗೆ, ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ಹದಿಹರಿಯದ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನು ಇವತ್ತು ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಕಷ್ಟ. ಅವರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಅನುಕೂಲ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ಉದ್ದೇಶದಿಂದ ಅಹೆಡ್ ಮತ್ತು ಸೇವಾ ಟ್ರಸ್ಟ್, ಸ್ನೇಹ ಸೇವಾ ಟ್ರಸ್ಟ್, ಈ ಎರಡರ ಸಹಯೋಗದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಕಳೆದ ಈ ಜುಲೈ 2025 ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಅಂದರೆ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಷನ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಫಾರ್ ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರಿಗೆ ಏನೇನು ಒಂದು ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆಗಳಿದೆ, ಅವರ ಚಾಲೆಂಜಸ್ ಅವ್ರು ಏನೇನು ಫೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾವು ಇದುವರೆಗೂ ಒಟ್ಟು 7 ಕಾರ್ಯಾಗಾರಗಳಾಯಿತು. ಆಗಸ್ಟ್ನಿಂದ ಇವತ್ತು 8ನೇ ಮತ್ತು ಕೊನೆಯ ಕಾರ್ಯಾಗಾರ ಇದು. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಹಲವಾರು ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಲೈಫ್ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಎಮೋಷ್ನಲ್ ಇಂಟೆಲಿಜೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ರೂಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ, ಅಥವಾ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟು, ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ದಿ ಅಡೋಲೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮೈಂಡ್ಸೆಟ್, ಈ ರೀತಿ ಹಲವಾರು ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ನ ನಾವು ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ತಿಳಿಸ್ಕೊಟ್ವಿ. ನಮಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಈ ಹಿಂದಿನ 7 ಸೆಷನ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಹಲವಾರು ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳು, ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ TN ಲೋಕೇಶ್, ಶ್ರೀಮತಿ ಕೀರ್ತಿ ಮಂಗಲ್ವೇದೆ, ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಸಂದೀಪ್ ನಾಯರ್, ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಸುಕನ್ಯಾ ಹೆಗ್ಡೆ, ಶ್ರೀ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಶುಭಮು, ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಖಿಲಾ ಸದಾಶಿವನ್, ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ರಾಜೇಶ್ ರಾವ್ ಕಾಂಗೋವಿ ಮತ್ತು ಇವತ್ತು ಶ್ರೀಮತಿ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ನಂದಿನಿ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀಕಾಂತ, ಈ 8 ಜನ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳು ನಮಗೆ ಈ ನಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಾಗಾರವನ್ನು ಸಂಪನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈ ಹಿಂದಿನ 7 ಕಾರ್ಯಾಗಾರಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ನಾವು ತಿಳಿಸ್ಕೊಟ್ವಿ, ಇವತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ನಂದಿನಿ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಅವರು ಅದಷ್ಟರದ್ದು ಒಂದು ಸಾರಾಂಶ ಅಥವಾ ಅದನ್ನಷ್ಟನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿದರು ಅಂದ್ಕೋತೀನಿ. ಈ 7 ಕಾರ್ಯಾಗಾರಗಳದ ಒಂದು ಸಾರಾಂಶನ ಇವತ್ತು ಮೇಡಮ್ ನಮಗೆ ಹೇಳಿಕೊಟ್ರು. ಅಂದರೆ ಗುರುವಿನ ದಕ್ಷತೆಯ ಬಗ್ಗೆ. ದಕ್ಷ ಗುರು ಅಂದರೆ ಈ 7 ಗುಣಗಳು ಇರಲೇಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿಕೊಟ್ರು. ಮತ್ತು ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ಯಂಗ್ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಮೇಡಮು. ಸೊ ಯಾವ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಸಾಮರ್ಥ್ಯ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಗುರುತಿಸುವ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇದು ಬಹಳ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಗುರುವಿಗೆ ಅಂತ. ಮತ್ತು ಹೇಳಿದರು ಟೀಚರ್ ಟು ಗುರು ಒಂದು ಪಯಣ, ಇದು ಟೀಚರಿಂದ ಗುರುವಿನ ಎಡೆಗೆ ಪಯಣ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಏನು ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ಸಂಶೋಧನೆ ಅಥವಾ ಹೊಸ ಹೊಸ ವಿಚಾರಗಳನ್ನು ಕಲಿಯುವ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಜ್ಞಾನದ ಸಂವರ್ಧನೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. ಮೊದಲು ಗುರುಗಳು ಜ್ಞಾನ ಸಂಪಾದನೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದನ್ನು ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಹಂಚುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಮತ್ತು ಆಚರಣೆ, ನಡವಳಿಕೆ ಅಥವಾ ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಬಹಳ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು. ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಗ್ರಾಮವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದಂತಹ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕಿಯ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು, ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡೆಲು. ಮತ್ತು ವೃತ್ತಿಯಲ್ಲಿನ ಶ್ರದ್ಧೆ ಅಥವಾ ಉಡುಪು ಅಥವಾ ಭಾಷೆಯ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಗಮನ, ಎಲ್ಲದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಮಗೆ ಮೇಡಮ್ನವ್ರು ಬಹಳ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ತಿಳಿಸ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಒಟ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರಿಂದ ಗುರುವಿನೆಡೆಗೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಸಾಗೋದು, ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನು ಗುಣ ಇರಬೇಕಂತ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಈ ಸ್ನೇಹ ಸೇವಾ ಟ್ರಸ್ಟ್ ಅಹೆಡ್ ಹಾಗೂ ಎಲ್ಲ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರ ಪರವಾಗಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಅನಂತ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಹಾಗೆ ಈ ಹಿಂದಿನ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳ ಹೆಸರನ್ನು ನಾನು ಆಗಲೇ ಹೇಳಿದೆ. ಇವರೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಸಹ ಸ್ನೇಹ ಸೇವಾ ಟ್ರಸ್ಟು ಮತ್ತು ಅಹೆಡ್ ಹಾಗೂ ಎಲ್ಲ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನು ಈ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಅರ್ಪಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಆಗಲೇ ಪರಿಮಳ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದಂಗೆ ಚಿನ್ಮಯ ಮಿಷನ್ ಶಾಲೆಯ ಪುಷ್ಪ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಾಗಾರಗಳನ್ನು ನಡೆಸುವಂಥ ಸಲಹೆ ಅಥವಾ ಈ ಒಂದು ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾನನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಂತಹ ಪುಷ್ಪ ಮೇಡಮ್ಗೂ ಸಹಿತ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನು ಅರ್ಪಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಇಷ್ಟು 7 ಸೆಷನ್ 8 ಸೆಷನ್ನಲ್ಲೂ ಪ್ರತಿ ತಿಂಗಳು ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ ಇದ್ದು ಈ ಒಂದು ಜ್ಞಾನ ಸಂಪಾದನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಂಥ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರು ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ನಮಗೆ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಿ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಅಹೆಡ್ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಹಾಗೂ ಸ್ನೇಹ ಸೇವಾ ಟ್ರಸ್ಟ್ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನು ಅರ್ಪಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
Thank you, Radha ma'am. So with us, we have one more director of ahead, Padmakshi ma'am. So I would like to welcome Padmakshi ma'am for today's session.
Namaste, everybody. It's a great pleasure to be part of this kind of wonderful sessions. It is not, I feel it is not only for the teachers to become, because being part of society, everybody is in one or the other way is teacher to himself, teacher to the others. To have a wonderful society, Bhavya Bharata, we can say. So the guidance or the sessions done by Madam, it's wonderful. Like it is enhancing and opening eye opener to everybody to think twice to do any action towards our duties to the society and to responsibilities we have being a individual in our society. So I thank Madam for this wonderful sessions what she has given to us today. It's really eye-opener to everybody. So I feel all the teachers, in a way, a teacher is a main contributor to the society. So that's why I had thought of enriching the values within teachers so that we can build a wonderful society, prosperous society. So teachers, I feel today teachers, not only today, throughout these sessions, teachers felt happy to, even though it is out of their working hours, they have attended it and to be part of the responsibility to take up to have a wonderful society. What we need this at this junction, in this one, because we have seen all the bad things. Whatever may be the scenario, it is a human mentality that whatever negative things are highlighted in the media, that affects more than whatever wonderful things have happened, that will be highlighted very less. As Dr. Madam has highlighted that plastic free environment done by the service done by the teacher, that has not been highlighted anywhere. Like, only few people know that. But bad things like committing suicide by the students and children, and like family members, that will be highlighted everywhere. So that affects a negative energy in everybody. But these things, these sessions, if they highlighted these things, then it will be, this kind of things can also be done. That kind of eye opener will be there. So I feel, this is my personal opinion, that all the teachers might have enjoyed these sessions. And there are a lot of takeaways and small things. It may be small things or big things. Takeaway message is very huge. And with this, whatever is the aim of Sneha the Seva Trust and Ahead, to have a Bhavya Bharata, that will be fulfilled to some extent, I feel. So I thank every teacher, every resource person, as well as the Sneha Seva Trust, to be part of this wonderful uh, creative thought, to have, even though it may be a small step compared to our country and population, but we need to keep going like this, then only we can reach our goal. That's my opinion. So I thank everybody who has contributed to these sessions and be part of these sessions. Thank you once again.
Thank you so much, Padmakshi ma'am. So now over to you, Parimalava.
Thank you so much. It was so nice to listen to everyone speak and share their thoughts. As we come back to the concluding session, before even I hand it over to one more director of ours, she was also our resource speaker, Kirti Mangalvede. Again, coming back to after every session, we used to have the teachers actively participate and share their thoughts, inputs and feedback. So in the same manner, we will be sharing in our WhatsApp group, and we will also be emailing you the feedback forms and the assessment questions. So you'll have the objective questions and a couple 4 to 5 liner questions also. So please go through the video one more time and complete the assignment as part of our system. And once we receive all your assignments, I think by the end of this month, we are planning to generate the certificates along with your assessment marks. I know we should not be behind marks, but somewhere marks will motivate us to excel better, because we are only comparing ourselves with our marks. We are not comparing ourselves, our marks with someone else's marks. So it's good to always excel our own challenges and move forward, beating our own record. Like, that's how the Guinness Book of World Records are also set sometimes, right? So look forward to your active participation in answering all the questions, submitting the assignments. And since many of the teachers have joined from across different states, we will be we'll be mailing the soft copy of the certificates. So please ensure that you send us the name as you want it, officially, with the right spelling, the first name and the last name, and the initials as you want it. So it is generated for you and mailed to you. Some good news to the teachers from Bengaluru. Since many of us are from Bengaluru, we will have a program formally where we are inviting all the teachers. Of course, teachers from other states are welcome to come and visit Bengaluru. You can participate in the actual program and receive the certificates from our team. So these two are the information and instructions I thought I'll share with you. Over to our director Kirti Mangalvede, who was also one of the resource speakers for the topic Happy Classrooms. Do share your thoughts, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. First of all, I would like to thank Nandini ma'am for wonderful session, and it was really a good initiative to have this sort of workshops. And first, we should also thank all the teachers who have joined us and made this program a big success. At least some teachers have really almost all sessions they have attended. Great, we are grateful to them, and that is wonderful. And as Padmakshi ma'am told, we have to do something, some little step to improve our country. That's what I was feeling. All it's in our teachers' hand. So let us do the good job. Whatever takeaways like we had in all the sessions, we'll try to motivate the students, teachers, and our we will do our best. That's what, and teach us to do the best. Thank you so much, one and all. It was really wonderful to have. We will have many more sessions like this. We would like to ask all the teachers to join, and please share this. What do you call the same thing? Let them also join. We want more in number. Next sessions when we conduct, we want more and more teachers. Thank you so much. Thank you, one and all.
Yes, as we were telling you, we have Dr. Rajesh sir, who is with us. He's a resource person. He was a speaker for one of our topics, and also he is part of the Sneha Seva Trust. So he's representing Sneha Seva Trust today, and one more trustee by name Varadaraju sir could not join us today, but he was a big support all through. Thanks to the entire team of from Sneha Seva Trust. Athira, any other instructions to be given?
Yes, ma'am. So, as I have typed in chat, for any queries or any doubts regarding the certificates, I have given my number in the chat. So, please DM in the given number. I can see many teachers are asking when can I come from Hyderabad and all. So, teachers, please message me. I'll keep you updated and I'll add you in our group also so that you all will be updated regarding the certificates and all upcoming programs. Rajesh sir is also here. I would like to, sir, can you please unmute yourself, Rajesh sir?
Namaste, Atira.
Namaste, sir. Please share your thoughts also, sir, because you were great support throughout this journey, sir.
Thank you very much for all the teachers who showed interest. And yes, I understand it's a long commitment, week after week, and then topic after topic, assignment after assignment. Maybe after a long time, teachers were feeling like students, I think so. And each of the topic that was curated, I'm very happy that the whole process was made so easy. And thank Atira for coordinating with all the resource persons. And it's a fantastic experience for me too, and of course all ahead and Sneha Seva Trust team. Thank you very much, Parimalaji, for making this happen.
Thank you so much, sir. Okay, last but not the least, I would like to thank everyone from Ahead side, my directors, all the speakers till now, till now had given the session to the teachers who had attended, the teachers who had always asked me, when is the next session, ma'am? When are you going to give the assignments? When are you planning to give the certificates? Like all kind of doubts they had. It was such a wonderful journey all these 8 months coordinating coordinating with the speakers, conducting such sessions. It was so nice. So hopeful, like as ma'am told, Varadaraju sir, who is the backbone behind all these program, was not here, but still thanks to him also, thanks to Rajesh sir, thanks to all my directors. Thank you so much, Nandini madam, for making this last session such a wonderful one. So I think this much, and we will wind it up here. Can we wind up, ma'am?
Sure. We'll conclude this session. Many teachers have already shared their thoughts and comments in the chat box. So we'll conclude this session today and looking forward with more interesting topics and active participation from all the teachers for the next academic year, 2026 and 27. So we are also planning to start sessions again from July onwards. So more inputs from you will definitely help us conduct this online webinar in a much impactful way. Thanks again.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And as I said,
Thanks a lot,
I
ma'am.
think- yes.
Thanks a lot, ma'am, for giving a good presenters. We really enjoyed the sessions and we upgraded ourselves with how we have to communicate with the children. That is most important because we'll be dealing with different kinds of kids day by day. So in this new generation, it is a bit difficult task also to handle those kids. But with your sessions, we are really happy and we are upgrading ourselves. Thank you for your good support also for us. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Any other teachers?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, please.
Can I
Yes.
speak for a while?
Please.
Yeah, I'm Nagu here. I had met Parimala ma'am. Actually, I'm a teacher at Gita Higher Primary School. And hello.
Yes,
I,
yes.
I remember. I remember.
Yeah, I'm Nagu Praveen here, ma'am. Actually, what happened is I couldn't attend most of your, uh, sessions. I was like on and off. Only today I could attend the complete session. Is it possible to share all the sessions so that, but whatever you had posted, I've gone through it, but some of them are, they are deleted. So if you
Okay.
could forward all the sessions, probably I would like to go through it once because
Sure. Sure.
whatever I've, ma'am, it's wonderful actually. Whatever I heard, what I've gone through, the post, it's really wonderful. And I had even attended the first workshop that you had conducted in the school, and I think in Chamrajpet, I guess.
Correct.
Yeah, ma'am, I had attended that also. Um, I was interested actually, but I give tuitions in the evenings. I have classes till 8 o'clock, so I missed most of the sessions. So today, since you said that it is the last session, I just wanted to, uh, mm, wanted to attend at any cost. So I made my students sit and I put the earphones and then listened it. It was really wonderful, ma'am. So if you could share the sessions, I would definitely would like to, go through it. Not for the
Sure, ma'am.
certificate part of it, but for the content that you had, uh, each delegates had posted.
Sure. Sure. So,
Akira can do one thing. She can share all the YouTube links in the group once.
Yeah, sure, ma'am.
also,
Date wise, she can put and she can post. Atira, will you do that?
Yes, ma'am, definitely.
sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
date
That will
wise,
be
you
fine.
date you put and all the links that will be once again they'll go through and it will be nice.
Yes, sure, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Also,
Thank
for any queries, Athira will share our email ID aheadcom@gmail.com. Please email us with your email ID. Of course, you will be anyway sending and your contact number. She'll also be sharing the YouTube link in the email, so you can go through it. And in case time permits, you can definitely attend, or maybe now the previous questionnaires won't be available for you to access because we had set a time limit. So only for this session you can definitely take the questions and send the assignment. But very nice that you could join us today, Nago madam. We look forward
Yeah,
to keeping in touch with you quite frequently
definitely,
in the
ma'am. That
future.
was the reason I clearly said not for the certification part of it. Uh, so definitely, ma'am. This time, probably whatever assignment you will post, I'll you know try to complete the assignment and send it to you. Hereafter, yeah. Anyway, I'm still on the group, so
We will be taking on,
whatever
yeah.
the next sessions that you will be, conducting, I'll try to attend it, ma'am.
Very nice. Very nice.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
With this, we'll be concluding this online certification program, which went on for 8 sessions, and each session was about 90 minutes. So that also gets added in the certificate when you are receiving it. Please complete today's assignment also. You will be receiving the link and the questions in 1 or 2 days from our team. So please submit it as soon as possible. So it's easy for us to assess, keep the assessment scores ready, and send it to you along with the certification. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Best wishes for our